What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with another video. There was plenty of build up for SummerSlam last night, including Brock Lesnar answering Cody Rhodes' challenge and Becky Lynch's latest efforts to get revenge on Trish Stratus. Join us now as we look at this week's edition of the Red Brand, as well as the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including a number of matches made for SummerSlam, a Firefly Funhouse wrestling characters revealed, Zilla Fatu says he's against Roman Reigns, a star has been arrested again, Kevin Nash apologizes to LA Knight, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, Wrestlelamia Shorts. As always, we won't recap the show, but just look at the good, the bad, and the downright ugly. As always, we start up with the good as number 1, Viking Raiders finally being pushed. Could the Viking Raiders win over Alpha Academy mark the beginning of a push for Eric and Ivar? While one win is no evidence of a turnaround, we know it's not alone in hoping the talented team gets to do more than count the lights. Number 2, Deville and Green win the tag titles. Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green are your new women's tag team champions, and it's the perfect role for both women. Green's Karen gimmick is way over with the fans, and she, like her tag partner Sonya Deville, is a talented performer. With any luck, the WWE will use Green to help build Sonya back up as more than enhancement talent and use Green's charisma to make the tag titles actually meaningful. It's a tall order, but let's keep our fingers crossed. Number 3, build up to Raquel vs Rhea. A Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green's win was another example of the WWE weaving storylines into each other, as Rhea Ripley's promise of revenge on Raquel Rodriguez was fulfilled, playing a role on Raquel and Liv's title loss, and also freeing up Raquel for a one-on-one match against the Eradicator. Number 4, Brock does what he does best. Brock Lesnar is a part-timer, but credit the WWE for utilizing him effectively by having the Beast show up to answer Cody Rhodes' challenge in typical Lesnar manner. By typical Lesnar manner, we mean absolutely annihilating the American Nightmare and leaving him laying there before accepting his challenge. Lesnar remains a valuable asset for WWE, and he proved it last night with his brief beatdown on Cody. Number 5, good build-up for SummerSlam. It was smart for the WWE to start booking matches for SummerSlam. Although the WWE has teased which matches will take place, the show is less than 3 weeks away, and the WWE is already using storylines to further rumored matches such as Raquel Rodriguez vs Rhea Ripley. And Miz gonna Miz. Another good night for The Miz as he boasted over his big win over Tommaso Ciampa last week, which may be his only TV win of 2023, taunting Tommaso and the fans before using Miz TV to further the feud between Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus. But that was a good. What about the bad? Is number 1, too many rematches. And while Triple H seems to be doing his best to keep Mr. McMahon from ruining the good work Trips has done improving the WWE storytelling skills, there's no escaping the prevalence of rematches on Raw and SmackDown. The Red Brand featured more rematches, and while the bouts were good, it's a bad sign as it suggests Vince's influence in creative is growing every week. The WWE roster is too deep to have so many rematches, and worse to book them just weeks or even days from the last one. And number 2, Ronda vs Shayna falls flat. Why can't the WWE book Ronda Rousey vs Shayna Baszler as the epic bout it should be? On paper, it's a dream match given both ladies MMA accolades and the story of their long-time friendship. Nevertheless, it seems like nothing more than a mid-card feud and epitomizes Ronda's second run in the company as purely mid. That was nothing downright ugly, as Raw hyped SummerSlam while booking some exciting matches and segments to keep the fans tuned in and to watch, well, of course, the biggest party of the summer. What'd you guys think of Raw last night though? Let us know in the comments down below. Now let's move on to the news. Our first story looks at matches made for SummerSlam. Atop of today's news is a big update on WWE's 5th August SummerSlam card. Although the universe has heard many rumors about potential matches, 2 matches were officially booked for the show at last night's Raw. Cody vs Brock Lesnar 3, Seth Rollins vs Finn Balor. The aforementioned matches were rumored to be in the works for some time are Jey Uso vs Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Championship, Charlotte Flair vs Bianca Belair vs Women's Champion Asuka, and it's also believed that fans will see these matches: Raquel Rodriguez vs Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, and Ronda vs Shayna. As for the Cody vs Brock bout, there's speculation the rubber match will feature a stipulation, with a bull rope match seeming to be the current favourite. Next up, Firefly Funhouse wrestling characters revealed. Now more news has emerged on WWE scrapped plans to have 1 or 2 WWE superstars portray members from the Firefly Funhouse. Fightful Select recently reported that WWE was going to have wrestlers portray some of Bray Wyatt's characters. We've learned that prior to their WWE releases in 2020, there were pitches from Paul Heyman to have Mike Bennett and Eric Young involved with Bray Wyatt. However, the pitch made it to Bennett, but not Young. It ended up getting pitched more than once, including an idea for Mike Bennett to perform as Sister Abigail. What? And that's just the beginning of this story, as Fightful states that WWE was revisiting the idea of having wrestlers portray characters for Wyatt. The WWE seemed to be headed this way as it introduced Uncle Howdy, believed to be Bo Dallas, and it appeared Alexa Bliss was going to return to Wyatt's side. Fightful added Young was to be involved in a new style version of the Wyatt family with both Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas, who'd been portraying Uncle Howdy on TV. We're told the creative plans were set in January and would have kicked off after WrestleMania. However, Bray Wyatt was sidelined with an undisclosed illness, and neither he nor Bo Dallas have yet to return to television. Whatever the plans were, Bray Wyatt's latest run has been snake-bitten from the start. Despite a strong debut, the WWE dragged its feet developing his storyline, and the abrupt exit of Alexa Bliss, Wyatt's mystery medical condition and questionable booking has led to one problem after another. It'll be fascinating to see whether the WWE can save Wyatt's character. Next up, Zilla Fatu is against Roman Reigns. Umago's son Zilla Fatu has been in the news of late not only for adopting his famous father's finisher, the Samoan Spike, but due to questions over whose side he'd join if he was in the WWE. While there's no news of Zilla signing with WWE, at least not yet, he told Muscleman Malcolm which side he'd take in the ongoing Bloodline Civil War. I got J, Team J. I'm more built on respect and loyalty, so that's kind of going on. Roman disrespected Jay and Jimmy, but we're all family at the end of the day. All families have hiccups, ups and downs. Stay tuned, it's gonna get crazy. With Zilla working hard to hone his skills, how much longer until the WWE brings him in? Next up, WWE looking to hire Nick Aldis for an unusual role. Reports are coming in again that WWE is interested in signing former Impact and NWA World Champion Nick Aldis, but rumor has it that the promotion may not want him to work as a wrestler. PW Insider discussed that the WWE is very interested in signing Aldis. However, the WWE's interest is reportedly to bring the 6'4", 36-year-old as a producer. This seems odd as Aldis has shown he has plenty to offer in the ring, and he has a size and skill set to make it an obvious pick for the WWE. However, the WWE's wrestling roster is so crowded right now that the promotion may feel he's better suited to helping talent. It's unknown if Aldis would be interested in such a role, or it would be financially worth his while as opposed to signing elsewhere as a wrestler. Next up, WWE hopeful about new tag champions? A hope springs eternal, particularly when it comes to WWE's Women's Tag Team Championship, as seen from this report by WrestleVotes. There's a feeling of optimism from the company around the new Women's Tag Champions in Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, with the hopes the two can stabilize their tag titles with a substantial run as champions. Next up, a star arrested again. Teddy Hart is facing trouble with the law again, as Ringside News is reporting. Obtained police records that indicate on July 14th, Teddy Hart was taken into custody in Brevard County, Florida on charges related to marijuana, steroids and MDMA. However, on July 15th, he was released on community supervision by Judge Specia, who's imposed certain conditions. Teddy Hart, who is the son of Hart family member Georgia and the nephew of Bret and Owen Hart, had a promising wrestling career until personal demons and all too frequent run-ins with the law enforcement sidetracked him. Hart is 43 and a future in any major promotion seems highly unlikely given the controversy surrounding him. Next up, Bayley's injury status up in the air. Now it's time for an update on Bayley's recent injury at a live event. We reported earlier that Bayley injured her knee during a match and was helped to the back. However, a fan posted a video of Bayley walking away from the arena, albeit with a limp, leading to questions of how serious the injury is. According to Fightful Select, WWE sources told us they'd likely need to wait for any swelling to go down before finding out what was wrong, but that her leaving without crutches was a good sign. Bayley has done a fantastic job since she returned last year following an injury-related leave. More importantly, the role model has used her status to elevate undercard talent, a testament to her giving back to the business. We send our best wishes to Bayley as she deals with this current situation and will update fans as soon as more details become available. And finally, Kevin Nash apologizes to LA Knight. Kevin Nash is apologizing for recent remarks he made concerning LA Knight. He recently discussed how he's seen a big improvement in the WWE product, but told listeners of his Click This podcast that he still doesn't watch everything that happens on wrestling, which is why he said that LA Knight was ripping off The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin with his promos. If LA Knight, if he's the chosen one, if he's the people's champion, then he's the people's champion. It doesn't matter to me. If his segments do a number and that helps the WWE, which I'm a stockholder, and it makes my buddy Paul's life easier, then get over, dude. It was just one of those things where I don't watch SmackDown, so dude, I don't know who you were and I apologized. But some of us that are in professional wrestling actually watch sports, watch film, occasionally read a book. Funny that he doesn't watch SmackDown, but he's still got an opinion, and a pretty bad opinion on LA Knight. What do you guys think of Nash's apology though? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.